Vodafone presents the pre-match.
It's time for our final match of the day here at the ESL Pro League in a division. We're on match day number 9 and match number 3. Time to take a look at Rogue up against Liquid, and a Liquid that we've just found out are now going to be at full force once again, as Twists will be joining them for this one.
Yep, I mean, I was kind of ready for a closer game than you might have been expecting between these two teams. Obviously, Rogue is not in the best of form at the moment, and Liquid probably the best team in the region. I'd probably put them above MRBR personally. Bit of a Liquid fanboy over here, but...
See that?
Oh, I just swallowed my saliva the wrong way. That's not a good way to start a
Ironically,
podcast,
the Liquid fanboy is choking.
Aha.
Haha. Anyway, all of these teams are, of course, fighting for their place in the finals, which will be at Odense later on in the year. Are you going to be able to breathe?
Yep, I'm working on it. Ooh, that actually helps.
Okay, take a breath.
Yep.
Have some water. Have some liquid. It'll be fine. It's good for you.
Too
But
far
yes,
away.
all of the way
What?
to break the fourth wall. Why is it so far away?
I don't
Either
know.
way, of course, all these teams, looking to go through to the finals. I think it's top 6 from NA that go through, so that's what we're looking for. But we're getting ready to jump into game here. We've got Dust2 and Cache as our 2-map series between Rogue and Liquid.
Okay.
And Rogue, they've had a pretty rough start to things here. They're currently sitting down towards the bottom of the table, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, sitting in at number 11th. 2 wins, 10 losses. Just like Ints, like we said earlier, their only 2 wins come with a 2-0 over Luminosity.
And just like Ints, their individual players are, for the most part, quite quality, but they just haven't found the right formulation, or they haven't had enough time to be able to gel together or work their kinks out in their gameplay to be able to live up to their full potential.
Yeah, I mean, it's been pretty rough for them. Cadian leaving to go to North didn't help. They've got Crystal in his place. I haven't actually seen this new, well, I have seen, I haven't casted this new look Rogue playing yet. I think going up against a full strength Liquid now that Twists is back, especially on Dust2, is going to be a pretty rough proposition for them. I haven't looked at the stats, but I do recall Liquid being pretty good at this map, and I think most maps in the pool in this matchup are going to favor Liquid. Dust2 and Cache. I mean, at this point, the thing I'm most curious about is how many Kriegs Elige is going to buy.
How many rounds Rogue can get is my sort of big query. And also, which of the players on Rogue are going to be able to go toe-to-toe with some of these players from Liquid. Obviously, Liquid's just got the advantage in pretty much every single category. But that doesn't mean that Rogue can't show us a few good rounds, a few entertaining plays before they inevitably kick the bucket.
Yeah, I don't think it's too much of a stretch. Liquid are, I mean, admittedly they are only 5th in the league at the moment, but they're still one of the strongest, if not the strongest team in NA, depending on who you talk to. Certainly with Cloud9 faltering, it's Liquid or MIBR basically that are our front runners at the moment. Maybe you put an NRG or a Ghost up there somewhere in the top 4 or 5, but I don't think either of them are really in the running to overcome Liquid consistently. As for Rogue, not in that top 5, I think is the fairest way of saying it. Like in NA, we're looking at Cloud9, as much as they're having a bit of a slump in form at the moment, are still a force to be reckoned with.
Yep.
MIBR naturally, Liquid, as I said, and then NRG and more recently Ghost have certainly been looking very good as well. Ghost sitting up in the first place in Pro League at the moment. So other than that though, I mean, I think Rogue being 11th in the league is a pretty fair summary of where they are. The other team below them is the new Envy lineup, who only have 1 win, at least Rogue have 2. So
I feel like for a lot of these teams at the bottom, like Ints and Rogue and Envy and stuff, it's pretty much a race to try and win some maps and avoid getting auto-relegated or, yeah.
Because the bottom slot, I'm fairly certain the way it works. So the bottom slot is relegated, and the next 2 slots after that, so 10 and 11, have to play for their spots.
Yep.
So if you're 12, you don't even get a chance. You're just straight up out. So for these teams at this point, obviously, LAN finals are a forbidden dream, I think. There's no way they're going to be able to get enough points together. Even if they win out from here, I think it's just too far gone. So at this point, it is just a race to avoid going back down into MDL.
Yep. This is that would not be a pretty sight for most teams, but especially for this Rogue team. The talent is definitely above MDL. We're a big step back for youngsters like Vice and Sick, who have been out of MDL for a couple seasons now and have been definitely plying their trade and developing their talents with the big boys. And to head back to MDL at this point would be at least single tier, if not multiple.
Yeah, and I mean, like, if you were going to put like Hiko back in MDL, that'd be
funny.
That'd be pretty. Would it though?
He's had his glory days, all right. Okay, it would be a bit funnier for him, but for people like the second you crawl out, you get thrown back in. That's a bit sad. But Hiko, come on, mate. You've been playing professionally for like how many years now?
It's kind of like the Virtus Pro thing.
Yeah.
Of when they became Virtus, the meme was
It's
Virtus
funny.
Premier.
It is funny. It was funny when Virtus Pro was in MPL.
It really hurt my soul.
It was funny watching them struggle, and I'm Polish, so.
How many like heritages are you going to claim on broadcast? It's been like 3 in the last couple of days.
My last name's Polish. Give me a break, mate.
No, it's not.
Yes, it
Your
is.
last name's Filipowski.
Yeah, that's Polish.
Your last name isn't Polish, mate. Your name isn't Mitch Polish. It's taken you way too long to get and you've ruined it. Speaking of MDL, which is like, it was related and then you really put me in the bin by missing my joke. The Matchday League is the tier below Pro League where we can have teams move up into this league like E United did. You can watch it. It's broadcast in all of the regions that it's played in and it's played in all the same regions as Pro League. You can play it. If you're good enough, you can qualify your way into it. It is, I believe, an open qualifier sort of deal. So
What,
you can work your way up.
MDL?
You can work your way up into MDL.
Yeah, it's not an open qualifier. You got to go through the other divisions, mate.
Oh, yeah, duh. I was trying to remember how Australian MDL works and I couldn't do it. But yeah, you can work your way up. Either way.
Oh yeah.
That's MDL. That's the Mountain
That's a
Dew League.
different story.
Yeah,
That's a bit more
regions
of a
kind
meme than the whole NA system. They've got a couple different
That's
steps.
right. Yeah, they've got
proper processes. Over
Yeah.
here in Australia,
We've
we just
got
kind of wing it.
ESCAP and then like MDL, and then ESCAP sort of became MDL. I'm not sure the two
No,
are separate now.
ECAO into ESCAP, which is MDL.
Yeah, yes, that's it now. It's just became MDL. So it's a little bit different, but everywhere else you can qualify your way up and work your way up, and maybe you can be the next E United, join the big boys, play in the Pro League.
Yeah, that Pro League. DE_Pro League.
New map. You heard it here first. What else you heard here first, Mitch? Except I'm kidding, you've heard it everywhere before. Have you heard about Intel's new processors?
Tell me about them.
Well, with them.
What can you do with them?
Which I can tell you, you can record, you can stream, and you can game, and you can do all of those things. I've counted these off in the wrong order. Without compromise. No compromises. 0. None of them.
Wow.
So you can do all of those at once.
I'm a very compromised person, some might say. So
I really don't know how to take that, I'm not going to lie. I don't know what that means. I'm just going to hope that you're doing all right over there and that I don't need to, like, I don't know. I don't even know how I would deal with that. Just give you a hug when we go off camera, probably. Look, enough of that. Whatever that was, we're going to move back into talking about our game because Liquid vs Rogue is what we're faced with looking at Dust2 and Keish. How many rounds have you given Rogue on Dust2?
Ooh. Let's see, carry the 1, probably like 5.
Where did the 1 come from and where did it go?
It was carried.
Also Cotton Eye Joe. Good.
What about you, friend?
Now that Twist is back. Oh, look. Hey, here's the thing.
Carry the Zeus.
I'm going to carry the Zeus. I'm going to hedge my bets and let the Betway odds tell me which way I should think.
Okay.
What do you think? Only 1 to 3. That's not as bad as I was thinking.
Yeah.
I was expecting more of like, because it's funny, like all of the games that we thought would be really one-sided, like yesterday when we had MIBR up against Envy, those odds started out like relatively similar. And then same with the Renegades odds. Halfway through the game, they suddenly shifted to like 1 to 9 or something.
Yeah. I don't know. Betway likes to be generous to people because a lot of the time when people bet on games, they don't think about the big picture. They just go, wow, look, JDM and Nifty are on this team. This team has a chance, right? No.
No, it's been...
They look at the names.
It's been a rough start to the Pro League, I think, is a fair way of putting it about Envy. They're 1 and...
Similar to Rogue, you know. You look at, you look at the names,
lots.
you're like, Hiko, I mean, these guys made it through the NA qualifier. Yeah, you'd expect them to do a lot better than they're doing.
Yeah,
but they ain't.
That's fair. I mean, we've even got one of the few Aussies outside of Renegades.
Is it the only Aussie outside of Renegades?
Actually, might be the only Aussie outside of Renegades who isn't playing in Australia. Yeah, it would be as well. Ricky over there. So, I don't know. Maybe for Ricky we can have some hope. But moving into Dust2, Liquid, I think, are going to be quite a difficult proposition here for Rogue.
I think
number
that's
5
normal
versus number
for
11.
Ricky, right? Like, he's always kind of been the really, really good player that's outside of Renegades. Like, even when they were Voxy and stuff, he was, like, slogging away in Trident and Immunity. He's always done better outside of Renegades anyway. Like, when he was in Renegades, he wasn't powered up. In Rogue, he's been pretty powered up.
He was on CLG for a bit there as well.
True that. Forgot about that.
Forgot about that.
Yeah.
It's almost like catch me in Dust2 sort of deal. Right, pistol round. Team Liquid taking the CT side. Nitro with 2 flashes and a kit. And we've got your boy Twists in the server. Always good to see. Rogue going for the 2 sets of utility. And they're going to use at least some of it to get Crystal out long.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be able to get out there, is the problem. They're going to head towards middle. Vice has got another set of utilities. Where will they use them? Maybe mid to B? Maybe catwalk smokes and some flashes? Mid to B should work pretty good against this setup from Liquid.
Depends on how many shots they're able to hit. There's a very crispy little first one from Taco, and he's given all the time in the world because Ricky's teammate has left him with the bomb. They went back to fight mid. At least they've got the kill, but now Nitro on the bomb site can get involved. The rest of Liquid will start to rotate 2 versus 4. Elige runs through the smoke. Nitro is ruining them, messing them up. Easy pistol round. Nice clean shooting.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's always dependent on how many shots they're going to hit, and if they're going to hit every shot, doesn't matter what strat you're going to do.
Yeah, I mean, it's still a little bit weird to see Ricky just getting isolated running up B ramp by himself, but I think his teammates got flashed or something happened there. Didn't go very well.
They did not get flashed, and that is a worrying sign.
Maybe
that probably means
did
that
they fight someone short? I don't think anyone pushed short on Liquid.
I think they
just
are
ran
a
back to mid.
little bit scared. It's Halloween. They're a bit spooked.
Little bit spooked. I mean, I can understand being scared playing against Liquid, but it's a bit paradoxical. The teams that you are most scared by are the teams that you cannot be scared by, because they'll take every time you hesitate and you're scared and you think, oh, wait, well, hold on, no, wait, what if they do this? What if they do that? We try and do this. Every time you hesitate, they'll punish you.
Yeah, well, that's how humans work, unfortunately.
Is that like the fundamentals of human nature?
I think so.
They were a band.
I like to think so. Makes me feel better about myself.
Oh. Pilly, we've had a bit of a depressing cast from you today. You doing all right?
Fine.
I'll give you a hug later. Which, I mean, I'll get someone else to do it. I have white gloves on, sorry.
Yeah.
Taco with the MP5, looking to make a mess of these pistols. That was a pretty dinky one from Vice.
Been dinked and he's been donked.
Even dunked.
Now he needs to lie down.
With the MP9 rotating into CT, leaves Naf to hold short with that scout. Just unable to see the head of Ricky there. There's the smoke to allow them up.
That is a nice little one-way.
The skins, the MP5. Oh,
Yeah.
Today
There's
I
actually a
learned.
very nice one called like Rose something.
Right. Well, Naf choosing to play pistol round 2.0 because he knows they have no armor, and why not? Still has a teammate here with the SMG waiting on them to swing. So many Glock dinks coming through. But there's Twist getting involved now. Twist will be able to finish off the last one as well. 3K on the anti-eco. Nothing really achieved for Rogue.
Time for them to achieve something then, as they're going to grab their guns into the gun round. Crystal.
Elige on the AUG. Oh, baby.
Yeah, the zooming.
What is an M4 or an AK when you can buy the scoped variants? I love it.
I think it's kind of just him trying to work out how good it is.
Oh, yeah, very much so.
Yeah.
Do have the full AKs out, with the exception of Crystal and the Galil. No one in Rogue apart from... Was it Vice who got the 2 pistol kills? I can't remember. I think it was. No one apart from him has any kills.
You
So
need kills to win.
Money is understandably limited. Going to go for a short play once again here with Rogue. It didn't work last round, but they only had the pistols. This round it might be better, but 2 players on the A bomb site, the Scout and the AUG, as well as Twists down along with that MP5. Good molly to slow them down too, just forcing Rogue to waste a bit of their utility, and they really don't have very much to waste.
There's a CT smoke, and when you follow it up with a flash, it can be pretty easy for your teammate to drop. So I imagine that's what Crystal's going to do, drop into CT. And although he's having a bit of a tough time doing it. There he goes.
Oh,
okay.
My. Well, so much for that. Here's Taco fighting him with an MP9. Standing in a Molotov is sick.
That is going to make you fairly sick, I would imagine.
Peeking around the corner goes Nitro, and Ricky is waiting for it. But here's Elige, biding his time. Going to drop a flash in the smoke and commit through it. Even some bullets there to draw out the fire. Going for unscoped spray, but will manage to get control of that one. Somehow, though, it's been brought back into a 1 versus 1. Twist's already fast in through tunnels. The bomb not yet down, making a lot of noise, but I think he stopped walking just in time, and he will not be able to get that spray through. Ricky just clutches out a spray.
If he doesn't have an MP5 there, any other weapon, he wins that fight.
Bison?
Yes, even the bison.
You did say any other weapon. I just wanted to see how on
Knife?
the strengths of that.
Does he win it with a knife? That's a
Glock?
weapon.
Negev? Actually, yes, he probably would.
Easy for Negev.
Very easy for Negev. So, Rogue strike back early with a bit of a messy one, but they get the 1v1 across the board, courtesy of Ricky. And Liquid, couple M4s, Elige pushing mid with a deagle. These are all things you expect when you play against Liquid. No, you don't. See if he hits the shot. Crystal's actually watching for it. He's called it out perfectly. Was Elige spotted when he pushed up in? Elige?
Well, I don't know, but he was definitely out of his league there. Now,
Boo.
only the rifflers left, except for Taco. I don't think there was any tacos on the menu for lunch, so I had to get nachos instead.
No, there's definitely someone who had I don't like saying tacos. It's tacos, man. Come on. Don't like it. Even though his name actually means bat in Brazilian. It's nothing to do with the food.
It's bat. Like bat as in like the animal?
Like the baseball bat was my understanding. I don't actually know. Probably it's the animal and I'm just stupid.
Why would you call yourself baseball bat?
I don't know. I was very confused at the time.
I have
Either way.
since become more confused about many things.
Rogue going for a takeout long with 4 players. Liquid do have a decent hold of the bomb site itself, but they've given up long entirely. They've got no utility to stop this. Apart from one grenade they've just thrown. Not much on Rogue though. Crystal will find twists. It's one of the short players down. Naf has to be pretty concerned at this point. Nitro's trying to make a play and does spot the bomb going up on the bomb side. Gonna go for the jumping spray and does get the kill, but won't be able to stop that bomb plant. It is brought into a 3 versus 3 though. Gonna boost up Taco with the MP5 on the bomb site. Let him get close. Snap spraying away. Taco somehow manages to win a fight against a rifle on short. This one's actually going to be pretty dangerous here, but there's Ricky with one quick one onto Nap. Bomb plants into the long way. Both these players are sitting, and there's Crystal with a quick headshot now all onto Taco. Goes forward to try and tap the bomb, needs to draw Ricky out. Ricky only giving him his shoulder. The spray is there, though, and Taco, no kit. I don't think he'll have this.
Really nice round from Rogue. Ooh, he got it.
Oh my god, Taco. All right.
That was a really nice round from Rogue. The way that they recognized Liquid's players were mostly on short. They went and took long control. They punished that short aggression, but unfortunately they just can't win that 3-on-5. And when you play against Liquid, that's the kind of thing that happens sometimes.
You're just going to get outgunned in situations where you shouldn't be.
Yep.
So that knocks Rogue back onto pistol bite. Admittedly, they could have got a bit more, but they've chosen to go with just pistols so as to keep large amounts of utility out. And they've just thrown the majority of what they had. Looks like a lot of stuff thrown down in mid. A couple of players grouping up in long, or in B uppers even. Don't know why I called that long. With the bomb, Hiko's trying to work his way up short.
Look at that, he's got his name on it. That's cute.
Yes, it is. Here they go into B though, and Nitro stands ready. Gets the first kill, falls back through that smoke. Someone jumps up over, that's the bomb down. He's caught that sick though, with the CZ will trade it. Taco in a bit of trouble, but recovers nicely. And there's Twist picking up the last one over on A. Easy round for Liquid.
Very easy. They very much telegraphed that push to coming in. And Rogue had absolutely no chance at heading into the bomb site there. Rogue's got a save.
Do indeed. Single P250 purchased, everyone else on the old Glock. Crystal's gone for flash and a smoke. Cheeky nade. Does cheeky amounts of damage. What are your thoughts so far? Rogue have only won 1 round out of 5, but the gun round was decent. They lost it to a very close to fuse.
Yeah, their approaches are pretty good, but that's not going to be enough to be Liquid, unfortunately. It's going to be enough to make some rounds close, and they have some individuals who can definitely make the plays needed. But they're just trying to do it as a team and do it by committee, and Liquid's more than experienced against that kind of approach.
It'll be a long play here, but they're getting baited straight into Twists, who will eat the ecoing players for breakfast, or not. He actually gets baited into looking away by a flash that wasn't there, but Elysian Naffa there for the cleanup. So it's not an issue, only a FAMAS lost in the end. 5 rounds to the 1 of Liquid for Rogue.
Haven't seen Rogue on an AWP yet. Neither have we seen Liquid on an AWP yet. Maybe that'll be the difference maker.
Well, no one's bought one this round, so we're not going to see it just yet.
Who do you reckon wins the AWP duel if Ricky goes up against Nitro?
That's actually an interesting one, because Nitro's certainly not been doing too badly on the AWP, but he has picked that thing up, whereas Ricky's been in primary for a while. I reckon Nitro will have a pretty decent shot at it, but if anyone's going to be able to do it on T side, I think that could be pretty 50-50 actually. What do you reckon?
Yeah. Say Ricky definitely has the skill advantage a little bit, but Nitro's got the experience and the know-how.
And the team behind him to enable
and
that.
He's had to deal with a lot better AWPers than Ricky.
It's true.
I might say the best, and that would be correct. Got to play simple all the time. You're probably getting pretty good. Ricky picks Naf there, trying to get cheeky through that short smoke. So that's going to give Rogue a nice little advantage. And I think that they're going to need as many advantages as they can get if they're going to have a chance at making this game close. And they might not even take away this round, even if they do. There's the one-way thrown onto short there. Sick. He's going to line up a little something. Haven't seen this one before.
Is that a cross smoke? Must be. Yep, cross smoke off the skybox.
That's cool.
That is cool. Taco to fall off the bomb site, care of all the utilities. This will get Rogue onto the site and get the bomb down. They can plant safely for short. Wow, they send the bomb out so late so that Vice can make it safe, and they still can't do it, but there we go. The frags do come in, Crystal and Vice strike, and Nitro gets spotted by the lurker top mid, and he can't do anything. Sick, and Hiko will clean it up.
Great execute.
Very well played from Rogue.
Nice pick there on Ricky. Naf really could have disrupted that push. Now he's going to grab himself an ult, rather than your boy Nitro. And another ult on Taco.
This will be interesting. Let's see how they choose to
The
play it.
plays. The rifles have been going pretty good for Rogue though. Speaking of Taco, he's got 10 kills. I don't remember any of them.
Speaking of, who was that? That was a Liege. Hiko just took 99 damage from an M4. I didn't even know that was possible. I thought the M4 did like 88 or none.
Only a reason Leech let him live with 1 HP is because they're old friends.
Yep.
Best pals.
Best buds. I'm gonna let you finish, but you gotta have 1 HP.
Beyonce's album was the greatest of all time.
Nice nade. Crystal will manage to dodge most of the damage there. Rogue once again playing a slow one, bleeding the utility out of Liquid. They don't actually have that much. This will work out well. And they're going to go for the short play again, as that's been really where they've had all of their success. That gun round that they nearly won started out as a short play. The last round they did win was a short play, but Twist has locked down one towards long. Very dangerous as a solo player. There's the smoke to allow them to drop. Naf going to drop a bullet through it and then run away. But a 5 versus 4. Almost a 5 versus 3. He goes a dead man walking. Rogue going to decide to fall out of short and head over towards B instead, with Ricky making some noise out mid.
Like it. This is clearly an A setup for your boys over on Liquid. That is a very creative Molotov from Ricky. Haven't seen that before.
Going to take a lot of damage running through it though, and into the meat grinder that is the MP9. Taco, fortunately enough for him, the pressure's gone from mid, and now his teammates can verify that, so he can just focus on this B bomb site. Hiko very, very low and hits a big tag onto Ricky. This round's pretty much done.
8 seconds.
7 seconds left, exactly that. There is no time at all, and here's a Liege to clean it up. These players so low. Surely they won't be allowed to survive either. It looks like Liquid don't want to hunt. They could just spray all of this and get those kills, given how low they are, but doesn't matter. Rogue will save 2 guns through, but Liquid going to reset their round loss bonus. That's going to be pretty rough for the money of the Rogue guys.
So there you go. We saw a little bit of hunting for the last guy to kill him after time. Liquid choose not to do it. And that's pretty telling, I suppose. Maybe that means that it might be a little bit more correct to hold on to your CT money than stop your Ts from getting money. You can always set up a situation where could send your pistoler in first or whatever if he's got no money or something like that, I suppose. But if you're a CT and you've got a bad gun, you've just got a bad gun.
Yeah, you just gotta make do with what you can. Setup is pretty much the same for Liquid, with the exception that Taco is
I feel
on
like
the
Taco's
rifle
been
now rather than
pushing
on the
up
AWP,
as
and he's pushing
every
up as...
time.
Well, I mean, it didn't last round because he was AWPing, but other than that, now it's Naf and Nitro on the AWPs. Was that? That's his Nitro playing from. Okay, so he's playing backside with you. Thought for a second there they had 2 AWPs on A, but no, that's a good Molotov. They're using a lot of utility to get this player on short ops. Been Naf pretty much every time, but they're still getting away with it. They are getting rid of that short pressure every time they need to without losing a player. Taco is pushed so far in, but needs to be careful. CZ is waiting right around the corner. Vice looked the wrong way, but Taco gets dinked by the CZ. We'll be able to get out just fine. He's actually going to go into backyard and could go out through T. This is a pretty big call. He could have easily run back into B to the safety of his teammate, but instead he's going to keep the pressure on and flank around behind them. In the meantime, though, Rogue going up short, dropping into CT. The flash will mask that for now. Crystal going to tuck himself away in the corner for the post plant. His teammates now need to get the bomb down on the site. They still have to deal with 2 players here. There's the first one. Naf's going to hit that. At this point, he can just throw a flash up, make some space for his teammate to move. And here is Elige waiting around in Goose. Timing shot going to be missed, but there's Elige going unknown until now. He's going to lock down 2 really quickly, and Crystal now useless in CT. Unfortunately for him, could have been a nice spot to cut off a rotation if the bomb went down, but it won't. They're giving away some kills, but the money's there for Liquid. They will lose the second AWP, but they'll get the round.
Nice to see Rogue try to fight back a little bit, running some pretty creative strategies and stuff like that.
Some good utility usage as well.
I love the mollies. It's something that you wouldn't... I mean, it's got to be something that's been developed recently because obviously on the older versions of Dust2, for a lot of that time, no one had mollies. You have to use flashes to clear short.
Well, for example, like we've seen, for that short position, we've seen Rogue get rid of Naf for like 4 different ways. They've spammed him through a smoke, they've grenaded it, they've mollied it, they've flashed it, all just to get him off that spot. Now a lot of pressure on Twists at long. Naf's there to help, but can only do it when they actually jump into pit. But instead, they're going to play the crossfire. Twist's going to play down in pit. Naf going to try and help Naf, but he's missed the shot. That exposes his teammate. Not going to be an issue, though. They will clean it up. It's only an M4 that's lost, and they've got the money to rebuy that, but still could have been a little bit different, but it wasn't. Rogue are going to go for another buy round here, and they've got the AWP out onto Ricky for the first time in the game.
Keen to see what he can do with that.
Going to go for the mid challenge up first. There's the smoke. Going to go for it, but it's a long play here. Very, very quickly from Rogue. Team Liquid flashing themselves in. Big double spray down for Twists. Moe there from the T's will force them back as well. The bomb hadn't committed yet, fortunately, so they have that going for them. But 3 versus 5 in the first 20 seconds of the round.
Great counter flashes coming out of Liquid.
Yeah, excellent work.
Pistol's still trying to finish off Twists in the pit, but Elige has thrown a smoke in front of him and is trying to stop the T's from crossing to him. Does succeed in doing so, picking up Sick. And Twist just biding his time until he feels like it's the appropriate time to run out and attack, which is now.
Almost finishes it off, but it's just Crystal left, and Elige tapping away will close that final frag. Liquid now 9-2 over Rogue. Dust2 going pretty swimmingly for them.
I love this smooth.
You do?
Yeah, running along the little wire. Makes me feel like some kind of possum.
I was trying to think of a comparison for those who might not know what a possum is, but I can't. What other animal is like a possum?
It's like a rat that is more adventurous and larger.
And equally as annoying. I actually quite like possums, but they carry many diseases and can bite quite hard.
Yeah.
Like most things in Australia. So, nothing unusual for us. Lots of CZs out for Rogue here. Nitro's going to find the first and immediately bail back to the safety of B, but short is where they're interested. They do have enough utility this time to drive Naf off the angle. There's that same smoke they've been throwing every single round. They're going to throw another one and then go for the drop.
You can see Naf's like pre-firing that angle. Yeah, he's like, I don't want to get one-wayed here.
Just crouch walking through it. Into the molly they go. Naf says, thank you very much. That's the bomb down, and it fell all the way in front of them. Here's Elige. Headshot central. For Hiko, as it turns out. Twist now doesn't want to overextend, but Taco and Twist will clean it up. Nothing really going Rogue's way.
Which is what you would expect. They have some pretty nice creative util usage to get themselves on short, and then they have a nice short execute from that, Tim. But apart from that, that's all they got. And you can't just be a one-trick pony against Liquid, because it only really takes them one round to adapt to what you're doing. They go,
they've already got
I've
10.
seen this one before.
Yeah. They've already got 10 rounds. You really don't want to be giving them any more. Rogue, bomb down and T-spawn. Very spread out setup. I've actually pushed quite a bit of a way down short this time. Bit of spam down close mid from Rogue. Now this will be interesting. Here's the first time we're going to see an AWP v AWP if Ricky continues up cat here. It's not quite Ricky v Nitro, but Ricky v Naf might be fun. See how he's going to face it. Switching back and forth a lot. Nitro's going to win the fight over Vice though. What? That's an angle you're AWPing Nitro? Wow. Alright, fair enough.
I think it was a T smoke, so he's just
Yeah,
moved his way around it.
I get that. It's pretty cheek. Solid shot from Naf connecting. Crystal down. 3v5 already. 50 seconds left. Ricky wants to make the entry into mid. But we'll fall out of that quickly enough. Goes for the self-boost up on the box. Nalij. Be careful. Can't walk too close to the edge of that smoke, but gets flashed out by his teammate. That'll get him back to safety. Love the teamwork on Liquid. Always a flash for each other when they need it. Six going to find twists though, and now the short push can come in, but that molly is great. They're going to have to run through that. There's 20 seconds left. They've pretty much got to go or fall out. We'll be committing. That's going to find the first. Sick goes up before the flash pops, trying to catch him out. And here's Nalij. There's the bomb down. Ricky going to be running and saving immediately based on that, if they'll even let him. Taco's ready for this. Sees that in hand. Ricky's going to miss the shot. There's Taco with the confirm. Going to grab the AK for himself as well.
No third AWP. That's a boo from me.
They're not MIBR, man. Come on.
But Taco was on that. Sort of. And he doesn't pick up the third AWP. Unbelievable.
Shaking my head at you, Mr. Pilipowski.
I'm shaking my head at Taco.
Well, that's very nice of you. Ricky's shaking his mouse at everything.
Yeah, do you see him aim lock that guy in the floor there?
All right, come on now.
What a cheddar.
Come now. Oh, Taco. He wants to do it so bad.
Yeah, well, they are on the save.
Liquid playing well so far. Where are they coming from? Find them. This molly's going to ruin Ricky, especially with that smoke fading now. He's going to have no cover to get out. And he's going to waste a smoke of his own. Or use a smoke of his own. That's just the CZ, man.
Is he out at P2?
That's just the P250, man.
Okay. I agree. It is the P250. That is the weapon of choice this round for Ricky.
What it does. Nitro actually in a little bit of trouble here. Ooh, these pistols at long range certainly doing work, but Nitro's able to hit the second shot on Crystal. Taco spraying away. He's done a lot of damage. These players not getting anywhere here. They're going to get out on site, but Pico does get one. Taco's going to get there though, and they can grab the second AWP if they want it.
No, he wants to keep the AK because Nitro's got 15k and he can't buy an AK.
I understand the logic. It's okay. It's all good. You don't have to look at me like I'm an idiot, even though it's true.
So Tim, he's keeping the AK.
Cool. Spare M4. Yay!
Yay.
Just in case
Or retaking the bomb sites.
Nitro's busy Nitro's shuffling the AUG and the M4. Where is Nitro? Towards B. So he's just shuffling an AWP. And he's got an AWP and an M4 out in mid.
Yeah.
Love it. So
What if they rush B? Then he needs an M4.
So he can go up and do that. He's got the AWP there for now, but he's got both available. It's always nice. Once again, though, Rogue looking to end up going up A short, like they have quite a few times.
Ooh, can we all watch the guy who does the progression smoke? I think it's Crystal. You go in the little gate and you aim at a little doodad on the wall.
Sorry, we're busy watching Crystal get AWPed at the moment.
Oh, yeah, he's about to, isn't he?
Yep.
Can't ever throw the smoke if he gets AWPed, right? Damn it, Naf. That's not an easy shot to hit, but he makes it look so easy.
There's Nitro with another one. When does Nitro go to that M4? I really want to see him swap just for my own amusement. Hiko's going to get caught out by the Hiko corner.
Was that the right one?
Not quite, actually.
The other one.
Yeah, it was the other one. That corner's not quite there. Ricky's going to find one, but Taco, a little bit too keen.
What is Ricky doing? Oh,
Dying to a grenade. little bit too keen there, Taco, but it's all left up to
Coming one with
Vice
the
now.
shrapnel.
No, that doesn't sound pleasant. This is going to be a 13-2 for Liquid, unless Vice has something truly impressive in order.
I reckon he can do it. I believe. Always a fan of a
Get around the smoke.
Vice big play. He's always good in the late rounds, isn't he?
I was going to make a joke about how you might be thinking of D-Vice, but I think that's too cruel. Vice is certainly a solid player, but wasn't going to find the timing there with 15 seconds remaining. 13-2 for Liquid.
The D-Vice guy that's usually pretty good against Liquid.
You like that one?
That was great, Tim. That was probably the wittiest thing you've ever said.
Wow, well, I'm glad that I've peaked so early.
Only downhill from here.
Yay. Just like how the CTs are jumping downhill. Those odds I would have thought would be much more skewed against Rogue, but apparently not yet.
They can still come back into it, Tim. Don't worry, mate.
They've only got 2 rounds, but they've got the next 14. 100%. 14, 1/2 for 16.
1 in 4 chance for a comeback.
That's not how maths works.
What is the actual odds? I don't even understand what
Technically,
those figures mean.
technically it's 50%. They either come back or they don't.
True.
Technically. As you can tell, I was never any good at maths in school.
Me neither. And I don't understand how betting odds work.
The team with the lower
I
number
don't
is
do
more favoured to
any
win.
Betting.
Right, Liquid going for a B play here. A little bit of scouting early on around short. That's where Nitro is currently heading. He's got a bit of utility as well, so maybe going to throw a bit of a fake here, try and pull someone over. There's the utility. It has actually pulled Sick out off mid. He's thrown the mid to B stuff, but now a couple of players peeking out in uppers. Crystal not able to connect.
Why did they swap positions, though?
For bamboozle.
Bamboozlement?
Yep.
Good as reason as any.
Now Vice under pressure, not going to hit the first shot, has to fall off straight away. 3 players here on the A bomb site for Rogue. Team Liquid going to rush up very, very quickly indeed. No utility left, going to go for the fight. Ricky with the first and the second. Now Elige starting to get involved. Vice playing down on the bomb site, not able to hit any shots yet. Going to have to go for that reload. They're all going to push him. They want this ramp kill so bad, and that's going to be the one to find it. Sick, pushing up onto the site, not hitting anything. Can't quite convert the shots. Will get away though, luckily enough. The flashbang saving them, hitting all 3 Ts. The CTs still not able to find the shots that they need to. They're doing so much damage, but now it's all left up to Hiko. We've seen Hiko clutch many a time before. Most legendary ones were a few years back, but certainly still capable though. They're going to wide swing ramp and clothesline him.
I've never seen so many USB pullets whiffed since the last time
USB?
I played myself.
USB?
Yeah, USB. Have you seen mine? Have you seen mine, Tim? I've lost it. It's got my homework on it.
It's got your Word documents on it.
Yeah, my Word.exe folder. I'm writing a essay right now about. I forgot. I have to go. Bye.
Sorry, I accidentally deleted my essay. My bad. Will we ever stop? Will we ever quit getting tired of that?
What if you plagiarize it? I have to delete it right now. Do not open it. It's my work.
Things that Rogue really aren't opening right now are a victory. Down 14-2. They've gone for a force buy of pistols and a scoot on Ricky. I'm worried that someday... Actually, no, I'm not worried. I'd love it to happen. Someday, someone's going to tune into a broadcast that you and I are doing. And they're going to, they've never played CS before. And they're going to learn to call Molotovs Bernie bottles. And, the Scout a scoot. Whatever other stupid names we use.
It's not burning bottle, it's a Bernie bottle.
I said Bernie.
Oh, Bernie bottle, yeah.
Yeah. They're just going to learn. And someone's going to... I want that person to become a pro player. And they're going to make it into the pro scene with those calls.
Yep.
Not at all a lofty ambition. What do you mean? I think we're going to go for a short take now. Taco tagged low from his engagement against that Scout earlier. Elige is on the Krieg. I thought we were going to see this. Excellent.
We just call it the Craig from now on.
The Craig, yeah. It was him, NBK, and Magisk, I said, that I think, that were having a big chat on Twitter about how they wanted to switch
is
to the
that,
Craig.
Yeah.
Craig's
that
name.
guy who likes to, be a bit adventurous and try something different.
Good on
That's
you,
what
Craig.
I feel like.
Good on you, Craig. Well done, mate.
But it's not necessarily better than what you were doing before.
I mean, debatable. Here comes the pop flash out at a good time for Crystal, but maybe not so much. Sick manages to get 1 kill with his last couple of bullets there, but the trades come in pretty easily. Vice doing his best, but he's going to be challenged here in a sec.
Nice.
Got him. Going to grab the Scout, but took too long doing it, unfortunately for him.
Oh.
15-2. Liquid destroying Rogue.
Brutal. I thought this game would have been close if Zeus was standing in. I'm starting to think I was wrong. Because, like, Twist isn't even the one who's fragging that hard. It's all the rest of them. Taco's carrying him. Well, not carrying. But good 5 frags ahead of everyone else. It's decent. Alright, Craig, let's see what you got.
My boy Craig. Hey, Elige. You
Can we
can't
call the
put...
scouts Scott?
No, hold on. He's got a name tag on his gun that says stat track. That's cheating.
No, he does that with all his guns.
Does he?
He has default skins and he names them all Stat Track, AK,
Okay.
47 and
I've
Stat
never actually
Track.
seen it before now. Both Ricky and Nitro just scout tag each other at once, but Ricky hit the follow-up.
That's why turning off name tags of guns is like, you're just killing creativity. How dare you?
That's a LAN angle.
It's not even a LAN angle. That's a... I'm not going to finish that.
Kenny S angle.
No.
Not even Kenny S, you reckon?
No.
Let's say it's an optimistic angle. Is that fair?
After you've had a few...
Nope. Don't.
Practices.
Practices, okay. Practices. All right. Well, this is actually a pretty good chance for Rogue to hold off this push. A pistol and a scout. They don't really have much, but this is a good damage combo. There's the tag. Now, Crystal's just got to bag it, but stuck in the corner. Not much he can do. Ricky doing his best, but the kill's now starting to trickle in. It's feeling like a bit of a done deal at this point. Bomb's going to go down to the B bomb side. Admittedly, Ricky's done his job very, very well.
He's done a lot
3
of
players
damage,
are tagged very low. Exactly that. So his teammates possibly can convert this. The bomb's going to go down now.
Got 2 Scots coming in. Maybe they can finish it out.
Wearing kilts. Sorry, dumb jokes aside. 2 players coming in from tunnels. Naf not going to face it just yet, which is good, as there is a lot of scouts there, but about to be exposed. Surely, Sick hits a collateral. Alrighty then, but might be too little, too late. There's Hiko. The last player's a one-shot, but there's so little time to work with. I'm not even sure if there's a kid available. Hiko's going to go in. Alicia spotted it. Goes for a big long spray and will be able to do it. Takes a while, but Liquid are going to wind up with the 16-2 demolition of Rogue.
Unfortunate. That's you know it hurts, but that's 2018 Hiko for you. He would have won that clutch every day of the week. About 2 years ago, 3 years ago, maybe a bit longer actually.
I think 3 years ago was
3 to 4. That's prime Hiko right then.
Peak Hiko.
No way Elite beats Hiko in a clutch because they're on the same team back then.
Peak Hiko is Pico.
Hiko de Gaia.
That sounds delicious. Didn't we eat that earlier?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's not really a lot of analysis that can be done. Liquid just
Rogue had a cool short thing that they did, but Liquid had everything else that they did.
Yeah, Rogue had a couple cool short things that they did, but they also had a lot of getting shot that they did, which is...
That's like my team in a nutshell.
It's not a fault of theirs. They just got destroyed. They never had a chance to have economy at all.
Yeah, they did. They had plenty of buy rounds.
Actually, that's true. They never had a chance to use the buy rounds, I guess.
Never had a chance. Period.
Yeah, they just didn't get the opportunity to do anything. Even this, a full execute out long, Liquid immediately throw like 3 counter flashes and peek, and then they've already got utility locking them back inside bedroom. So that was going to be a full...
And in front of that is a molly, and in front of that molly lands a nade.
Well, I mean, the tease through the molly.
Really?
Yeah.
Rip.
I think so. It certainly looked like it had an orange trail coming to it. But the highlights were about as quick as that game. Wasn't
it was too easy for Craig.
It was. Old mate Craig.
Yeah.
Playing well.
Maybe we'll see some more of him on the next map.
I wouldn't be surprised. The next map is Cache, so that could be fun. 13-2 into 16-2 is pretty rough for Rogue. They are currently sitting at 11th in the league at 2 wins and now 11 losses, potentially 12 after this one. So certainly a thing that they're not doing is playing particularly quickly, but with Vodafone, you too can play faster. Something that Liquid are doing quite a lot of, playing quite speedily.
That was literally the lowest hanging fruit that you could have got. That was a quick game, and you can play faster. They should make me do this. Why are you here, Tim?
I don't know.
I should just solo cast this.
I feel so personally attacked.
No, it's fine. You're doing great, man.
Hey, production liked it.
Did they?
Got that? Yes, they told me. It wasn't definitely wasn't the voices in my head trying to make me feel better. I didn't make it up. But
there's
look,
a production room back there. Why don't they ever talk to me? Oh,
How do I tell him? Look, we're going to go to a quick break here. That was map 1 between Liquid and Rogue. We have map 2 coming up very, very shortly. We'll see you in a sec.